Hi there, it's Big Daddy Fred from Praise Nation. Got a song and a word. It's from the parable of the prodigal son. Had everything there was to have, but that was not enough. My father's house was clean and pure, but I was rough and tough. So I got together all my toys and I headed for the door. And I took along a fortune my father worked hard for. I spent it on wildlife, pleasure and on pain. If I had a second chance, I'd do it all again. 'Cause there's something in my nature that makes me run and hide, even though I know I'm better off by my daddy's side. But the father was waiting for the day that his lost and dying son will find a way to come back to the place where his eyes can see his face, and his love took my emptiness away. You're not worthy as a servant or a son. Oh, prodigal, come home, come home. I started thinking of the things I'd tell him when we meet, not looking in his angry eyes. I'll fall down at his feet, tell him I'm no longer fit to be known as a son. Earn my keep just like the rest, like a hired one. I'd say, Daddy, oh forgive me, I can't call you Daddy no more. Ever since I turned my face and walked out of your front door. But why are you embracing me? Remember all I've done. But all he said was welcome home, my dead but living son. 'Cause my father was waiting for the day that his lost, dying son will find a way to come back to the place where his eyes can see my face, and his love take my emptiness away. Holy Spirit kind of showed up in the middle of that song. Okay, yeah, he did. I hope he does for you too, wherever you are when you're listening to this. That's all I really care about. You know, I'm just a man, you're just a man or a woman or a child or whoever you are. But you know, our God, he's been so misrepresented in the public arena over the last 2,000 years. Boy, all the legalist people, starting with the Pharisees and the scribes, and not all of them, just the ones that were pretty much wanting to do their own thing and earn their salvation. But Jesus came with grace. He came with love. He explained the Father's love. And you know what? Jesus did what we couldn't do. He walked a perfect walk, lived a perfect life, never sinned, without sin. And then he took our punishment, the trade-off, the swap. He took what we deserved, and we received what he deserves. What a deal. You know, the prodigal father, and I think if I had been given the opportunity to name that parable, I think I would have named it the parable of the kind and loving, patient father, because it's all about the daddy. If you read it in the Word, it says that he saw him from a long distance coming up the dusty trail. That means he was out there every day looking for that boy to come home. And when he saw him making the effort, he ran to him, embarrassed, undignified, kind of like when David danced through the streets, bringing the Ark of the Covenant into Jerusalem. He was undignified. He lost everything because he saw the prize, and the prize was his boy, his son, coming home to him. And Jesus didn't waste words. Do we understand that? He didn't tell that parable just because he had nothing to do that day and made up a nice story. That parable has a spiritual, heavenly meaning. And the meaning is that our Father loves us. We have no idea. Don't let anybody tell you that he's mad at you. He's not mad at you. He settled his wrath. That's the word. Settled his wrath. You know how he settled it? He let it be poured out on his only begotten Son. That's how he settled it. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm trying to make you feel good. It's settled. Jesus said it's finished. He wasn't talking about his life. He was talking about his work. He did his work. He finished it. Isn't it great? Get the end of the day and you finished your work and you know you feel good. Jesus did exactly what the Father told him to do. And he took it all the way to the cross for you and for me. What a wonderful Father. What a wonderful Lord. Holy Spirit, breathe freshly on us today and let us understand how good you are. How loving and kind. How it's not cheap grace. There was nothing cheap about what you did, Jesus. It cost you everything, Father. It's just that it's free grace. When we come to him, we receive grace through faith. We receive it. That's how we come to Jesus, by receiving his grace. If we don't receive his grace, how can we say we've come to him? It's by grace through faith, not of works, lest any man should boast. No, I can't boast before the Lord. I didn't deserve anything. He gave it to me because he loves me so much. And he loves you too, almost as much as he loves me. Just kidding. Just exactly as much as he loves, because he can't love anymore. He has given us his full measure of love. And if you're not feeling it today, it's not the fault, it's not the problem, not on his side. Open up to his love. Say, show me your love, Father. He will. He'll show it to you in tangible ways. You can cut it with a knife. All right, enough of me. It's all about you. Go out and find that love that God has for you today. Don't settle for a counterfeit. Don't let the legalists get you down. It's okay. It's by grace, through faith. God bless y'all. Big Daddy Fred closing out.